As a result of the frantic pace of today's society, individuals may find themselves in need of instant finances due to the occurrence of unexpected financial difficulties. When confronted with circumstances like these, it is essential to investigate several possibilities, such as cash advances. Possible Finance is an emerging player in the online lending market that provides an alternative for individuals who are looking for ways to obtain cash in a short amount of time. This video will provide an in-depth discussion on the specifics of receiving a cash advance through Possible Finance. We will also investigate the restrictions of borrowing money and evaluate the benefits and drawbacks associated with this particular financial solution. Prior to going into the specifics of Possible Finance, it is critically important to have a solid understanding of what a cash advance is. A cash advance is a type of short-term loan that gives borrowers access to immediate funds, typically for the purpose of accommodating unanticipated expenditures. The repayment of this kind of loan is made with the borrower's subsequent salary, making it a rapid but temporary solution to the borrower's financial problem. Those persons who are in need of short-term financial assistance can take advantage of the internet lending platform that is known as Possible Finance. For the purpose of providing borrowers with an experience that is both efficient and user-friendly, the platform makes use of cutting-edge technologies. Possible Finance markets itself as an approachable and convenient alternative to conventional lending institutions, particularly for individuals who have a limited or non-existent credit history. Borrowing limits with Possible Finance. When considering cash advances with Possible Finance, one of the most important factors to take into consideration is the maximum amount that may be borrowed. Generally speaking, the amount of money that you are able to borrow is determined by a number of different criteria, such as your income, your credit history, and the legislation that governs short-term loans in your state. There is a possibility that Possible Finance may provide first-time borrowers with borrowing limits that range from $100 to $500, with the possibility of increased limits being made available to repeat clients who are in good standing. Pros of obtaining a cash advance with Possible Finance. Accessibility and speed. Possible Finance offers a number of benefits, the most important of which is the ease of access and the speed with which the loan application procedure can be completed. It is no longer necessary for borrowers to make time-consuming trips to physical lending institutions because the internet platform makes it possible for them to submit an application for a cash advance without leaving the comfort of their own homes. No credit check. Possible Finance has earned a reputation for being flexible when it comes to conducting credit checks. Possible Finance takes into account a variety of variables, in contrast to traditional lenders that place a significant amount of weight on credit ratings. As a result, it functions as a feasible alternative for persons who have a limited or poor credit history. Flexible repayment options. As a result of its understanding of the various financial circumstances that its customers face, Possible Finance provides a variety of flexible repayment choices. In order to alleviate the stress that is associated with achieving stringent repayment deadlines, borrowers have the ability to set up automated payments that are in line with their pay schedule. Financial education resources. In addition to being a lending platform, Possible Finance is much more than that. It offers useful tools for financial education, with the goal of equipping borrowers with the knowledge necessary to manage their finances in a responsible manner. The company's dedication to promoting financial literacy distinguishes it from a wide variety of alternative financing options. Cons of obtaining a cash advance with Possible Finance. Higher interest rates. There is a possibility that Possible Finance will charge higher interest rates in comparison to conventional loans, much like many other short-term lending solutions. Borrowers should give careful consideration to the cost of borrowing money and make certain that they are able to repay the loan, including the interest, without falling into a cycle of debt. Limited borrowing amounts. The borrowing limitations offered by Possible Finance may not be sufficient for individuals who are experiencing serious financial issues, despite the fact that the company provides quick access to funds. There is a possibility that borrowers will regard the available amounts to be restrictive, depending on the degree of the financial necessity. State-specific regulations. It is important to note that the legislation that regulates short-term loans differ from state to state, and not all states allow for the practice of lending in this manner. In order to guarantee that they are in compliance with the terms that have been established by both Possible Finance and their state authorities, prospective borrowers need to be informed of the restrictions that are in place in their state. Not a long-term solution. It is important to note that cash advances, such as those provided by Possible Finance, are intended to be used as short-term solutions. It is possible to get stuck in a cycle of debt if you continue to rely on these loans for lengthy financial difficulties. For the purpose of maintaining their financial well-being over time, it is vital for borrowers to investigate various tactics for long-term financial planning and to think about alternative options. Individuals who are in need of rapid cash advances, particularly those who have a limited or poor credit history, have the opportunity to avail themselves of the services offered by Possible Finance. There are a number of factors that contribute to the platform's appeal, including its accessibility, flexible repayment alternatives, and commitment to financial education. However, borrowers need to be aware of the higher interest rates, the limited quantities that may be borrowed, and the fact that these loans are only for a short period of time. It is important for individuals to evaluate their current financial circumstances, investigate other potential alternatives, and thoroughly examine the terms and conditions of any cash advance platform before deciding to go with Possible Finance or any other platform of a similar nature. Despite the fact that cash advances might bring relief in the short term, smart borrowing and well-planned financial strategies are still essential for long-term financial stability.